Hey YouTube, welcome to part 3 of my welding cart project. I've got a pretty big drill stand here, but even so this is a tight fit. There's only just enough room to get the frame in and the drill I need. I have to drill a couple of 20mm holes for the axle to go through. I had hoped that a stepper drill I purchased on eBay would arrive in time to do this, but unfortunately it hasn't. So what I'm going to do is drill a 1/2 inch hole, and then I'll follow up with a 3/4 bit, and then I'll have to ease it out with a file to 20mm. Now let that be a lesson to you viewers. Don't get so distracted about making a video of what you're doing that you forget to tighten the drill in the chuck. Let's give that another try now that I've tightened it up. First we'll drill one side, then we'll flip it around and drill the other. I'll swap out the drill for a 3/4 inch bit now, that's 19.05mm. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll get this little burr bit and ease them out to 20mm by hand. Now I'm going to drill a couple of small holes near the end of each axle. These will take a split pin, or for the Americans that are watching, a cotter pin, to retain the wheel. I've punched a mark on the rod where I need to drill the hole, and I'm using this slot in the drill press to steady the rod while I drill it. This is a small drill, it's a little bit under an 1/8 of an inch, and it's going through 3/4 of an inch of rod, which is just under 20mm. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it just to try and cool it a little bit going through. This is the same drill that I used in an earlier video when I reviewed the disc doctor. It was broken at the time, and I sharpened it with the disc doctor, and this is the first thing that I've drilled with it since then, and as you can see it's cutting like a charm. You couldn't ask for better, and in my opinion it's cutting as good as any new drill. Drilling the second axle now. I'll just put a spot of oil on it before we start. Try and keep the drill a little bit cool. And as we drill into the second one, I notice that drill is putting out some very nice looking chips. They could be a tad long, which would tend to indicate that I have the feed a little bit fast, but all in all I am pretty happy with my drill doctor purchase. That's the holes drilled now. All that remains to be done is to clean them up, give them a little bit of a grind ready for welding. I've got the axles in place ready to weld, and I've used a couple of magnetic clamps to hold them in place while I tack them. Now I had a lot of trouble getting the tacks onto these pieces. Even by my standards it was just hard going. I managed to stick the tungsten into the weld a couple of times. I couldn't control the arc. I was thinking it was something to do with the different thicknesses of metal that I was trying to weld, which I hadn't done anything like that before. Couldn't work it out at all. It just wasn't right. I was wondering maybe too much stick out on the tungsten to get down into the corners I had to get into. With hindsight, it's pretty obvious what was going on, but while I was welding and concentrating on trying to get it right, it was just all totally confusing. It was right about this time that the penny finally dropped, and I realised what I should have realised before I even started this. Magnets and electric arcs don't play well together, and that's been the cause of most of my problems here. That's not to say my welding would have been great had I not used the magnetic clamps, but I'm pretty sure it would have been better at least. By the time I came to this realisation, I already had enough of a tack on there to hold things in place while I welded, so the obvious thing to do was to ditch the magnetic clamps and just carry on with the welding. Without the magnets to influence the arc, the welding went relatively smoothly. I won't say it's my best weld, because it was the first time I welded something really heavy to something relatively light in many, many years. I managed to get a good bite into both pieces of metal. I'm quite certain the weld will hold. I'll never have enough weight on that welding cart to come anywhere near breaking the weld. Even with the tungsten sticking out more than normal, I found that I couldn't get right down into the V formed between the rod and the angle. It was necessary for me to do a couple of passes on the welds in order to build up speed enough to bridge the gap. I haven't got any split pins handy, so I'm going to improvise a little bit and use a wire coat hanger. I'll cut a couple of lengths of that and just bend them over. That will do to hold the wheels on. I'm putting the wheels on with a washer each side of them. The important one really is a washer on the outside where the split pin goes. Just gives it something to hold against. Now I'm leaving the plastic on the wheels because once the retaining pins, since they're not really split pins, once the retaining pins go on, the wheels won't be coming off again, and I've still got to paint it, so I'll leave this plastic on the wheels until after I've painted it. That will catch any of the overspray, and then I can just rip that off and we'll be good. Now I'm just going to chop it up somewhere near level so that I can measure how long I need to cut the legs, just to make sure I get them exact for the diameter of the wheels that I'm using, which may not be quite the same as plan calls for. I've got some scrap angle which I'm going to use for the legs, and I've found some more scraps that I'm going to weld across the bottom of them for the foot pads, just to stop it sinking into the dirt if I take it outside. You might have noticed that I've got my new video camera and the quality of the video has improved in this episode, but it wasn't without its own problems. Being unfamiliar with the camera, the battery went flat about this point and I missed getting the video of welding the feet and the legs and the handles onto the part. You can see how I made them. I used a little triangular offcut for the feet because it was going on an angle. I thought that was good. And I've had a couple of scraps of probably 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch SHS, which I welded a cap onto and then welded them on for handles. The video wasn't the only thing to give me trouble yesterday. As you can see, one of these welds is really crappy. I was leaning over the back of the welding table and I was at a very bad angle to weld at, and put that all together, uncomfortable position, bad angle, novice welder, not a good combination. I think I'm going to have to grind this weld down a little bit and then perhaps re-weld it. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you agree that the quality of the video production is improving over time. If you'd like a copy of the plans that I used to make this welding cart, click on the link in the video or the link in the description and you can download the PDF from the bottom of that page.